Alright, today we're doing something that we haven't done in a while. We're shooting 100, and let me take you on a quick tour. We have our 3-gun AR-15. It's a 14.5 with a pin and welded 1.5-inch Flashhider / compensator. Your Legacy AR-15. This is an A2 model, and this is for CMP high power service rifle. So that's for that. And my favorites, I like to use the 20s. And then we're gonna test some Hebrew ammo. Israeli Military Industries. So IMI Systems, which I think is a little redundant. So that is, got the spotting scope set up. A little shaky. I do have my CMP high power stand in the car. So we've got a bench. We cannot do prone, unfortunately, so only we can do standing. Our hip has to touch, so I'll try to do that without providing any support to myself, and of course seated. Now for the 3-gun, I've got 20 round Magpul mags, I've got 30 round, and I have a 40 round. I also have a Magpul D60 drum. I haven't bothered to use that in 3-gun, quite frankly. Anyway, let's get some rounds down range. Hit record. So no need to adjust your screen. I am right-handed, left eye dominant. Alright, this is 1X. And this is 6X. Come on, baby. Do it without changing my setting. Alright, forget it. I'll leave it there. Six X is kind of neat. I'm a bit low on the bench. I've got the grip hitting the table. All the benches appear to be the same height. Let's take a look at this folding chair. Alright, the chair is the same height. So these benches they're good for pistol is what it is. I don't know what I can do here. Alright, well, what we're gonna do is live with it, because this is the first time I've been to 100 I've been to the rifle range, well, just recently at 100, but that was with 22 Win Mag, which was fantastic. 22 long rifle, which was also fantastic. It did well, all on the black, including the new guy, or younger brother. All right, I'm not going to sling up or anything. All right, well, let's see what we got. Dan the man. All right, quit stalling. And grip. All right, let's shoot the. We also have a new trigger, and it's actually the same trigger from our service rifle. Finally got an SSA-E into the 3-gun. Alright, I've been messing around because I've been setting up, so now we're at a cold line. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. That was a quick changeover because I didn't go downrange. So the other thing is, I don't see anything on paper, and I've been chasing accuracy with this particular rifle here in front of me, and I am very suspicious that the gas block is hitting the handguard. One thing about these Vortexes, they are crisp for sure. Alright, well, let's do it. I'll just rest it on here. Top target. All we're doing is shooting a group. Nice to be behind a center fire again. Not a fan of this table. I have to think of something. One thing is, I don't appear to be on paper at all. I'm seeing splash behind the target, just not seeing where this is grouping. But the wind is directly behind me, so has my windage been off this whole time? Possibly. And if it's only windage, man, I can work with that. I think you're going to be out of frame. Yeah, you're right. I think I need a cheek right. get rid of this grip. I don't have my shooting gun either. That's alright. Practice. Practice. Trying to shoot as I get into the wobble, but I'm definitely too flappy. Let's just do it this way. Just like the trigger. I like it more than the other one. And let this baby cool down. And we'll put it away. We'll put it away. And 223 brass stacks up fast. Alright, for this one, right here, iron sights are already zeroed for 100. We're going to shoot at the bottom. And the other thing we're going to do, again, we're going to try this stuff. I kind of hate ripping boxes. Messy. So I like to open it clean. That's just me. Alright, keep some weight in there. And just loot 10 rounds. Now, if you're wondering about these magazines, November Hotel, Mike Tango Golf, NHMTG. Unfortunately, seem to be out of business. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And so I can't get any more. I should have bought more. I think I bought 6 total. We're gonna wait for a cold line. Or no, that's not. Let's go ahead and keep going. So I used to have, I don't know how many pounds, but it was full. I filled this with 9mm bullets. This is a round or a cartridge, but this part is the bullet. So just plain 9mm bullets. 124 grams each. It was absolutely tail heavy. Holy cow, this feels much more comfortable. Got a little problem with these particular bits of iPro frame. Gets in the way. Okay, I should do this with the sling. Man, this bench really does get in the way. Line of white. It's only a 6-inch target. It's not the official NRA target. That felt pretty comfortable, other than this thing. And I can't even do the sitting position on your butt, like on the floor on your butt. Alright. Okay, it looks like I'm too much right windage. Okay, good. We have some data to work with. Alright, so we have data to work with. Okay. We'll be back. We'll be back. Do another 10 rounds. I only brought 40. Not exactly hot as fork here in but warm enough. But we got a great breeze. So all good there. Alright, box, stay here. Alright. Wait for a cold line. Check out this target. This target. Alright, be back. Alright, give you a quick tour of the rear bench here. This is the Savior compact backpack. The Pro is like 50% larger. It's pretty big. Kind of like my just like a weekend EDC. Small battery, the iPad Mini, 32 ounce. Stop it at Buc-ee's. Hey, feel free. Ask. The blue case for the A2, case for the scope, so it doesn't blow away. And then a Savior case for the rifle. It's a 42-inch. Black rifles matter. So that's pretty cool. And then the office. Various tapes and posters. put into these targets a thing I made for leather, slip case I made for the iPhone 16 Pro that I use on the scope. You're looking through an iPhone Air, and then cleaning kit with cleaning rod. You have to punch out a bullet or something. Some grease, and then a little here. If you're wondering what mysticism I'm using, I have this entire panel is loop, so I have some hook on there. If it'll focus, well, I guess you get the picture, right? And it holds on pretty good. Leatherman with Leatherman bits, and then just I hesitate to show you tools because they'll be different for everybody, but Leatherman bits, a Glock front side tool, and a couple of, I think it's two, but a couple of punches. Yeah. Light on tools, Fix-It Sticks, Rifle and Optics Kit is in my future. And then admin are spare chamber flag, some 3x5 note cards, a Fresnel lens for magnifying, and then paint and pen, marker, dry erase marker, pen. I've used everything at one point in time or another. Carpenter's pencil. And if you think of breaking it and then sharpening it, I'd actually recommend against that, because by the time you're done sharpening it, you've cut that half into a quarter. This War of the Worlds thing, kind of jiggly. And then for the caps, I just used a piece of duct tape. That's right, plain old duct tape with some paracord, and then I secured the caps to the scope. Again, just duct tape. I trimmed to fit nicely instead of being one of those hacks. You know who you are. Stop doing that. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the scope. And we have 9 rounds here. We are still right of the target. I'm going to actually add another full minute of the windage. So right now we're 3 minutes left. Again, no need to adjust your screen. I'm left-eye dominant, right-handed. I'm 50-50 out of practice, out of shape. The best I could do today is 50%. So I'm getting some semblance of shape. Walking the 100 certainly helps. Alright, I think we're going to call it. Because today was a get back into it and enjoy. So I think we're going to do that. We're gonna chillax here. Alright, our case is a takedown case from Rock River Arms, and that's what this baby is. Put it here. And I'm just gonna keep this ammo, not burn it up today. Alright, looks like we're on our 6. To work a bit on elevation, but that's my hold. Hold needs improvement. What I did not anticipate is the bench, the seating arrangement to be too low. I didn't expect that. And the grip is creating a pivot point. But I'm going to blame that for only 10% of my shooting, because that is the most productive way to evaluate. Which way does this go? Like this. Alright. We shipped it in this case. Pretty cool, huh? I think we had a great range day. Fantastic. Remember, no excuses. Take your data, dope it, data on previous engagements, write it down. As you can see, I've done that before, so I'm kind of just getting back into the swing. I need to bring some kind of riser with me, or a different chair entirely, to this thing. And it is great to have a 100-yard range. I like it. I like it a lot. Pretty casual. I mean, at least you can stand. Cannot go prone, but at least you can stand. As long as you're touching the bench. That's just to keep people from shooting from back there. So, cool. I can live with it. And then I can always dry fire at home with prone. That's fine. My prone is 70%, like on my best day. So plenty of work to do there. And my standing can always use improvement, even at 100%. And I got pretty decent standing. I'm out of shape, so my standing is crap. And got my 4 points at the BMC SSA-E Small Arms Firing School a long time ago. But I stayed at Camp Perry in the huts, which is pretty cool. Getting rid of this. Keto diet, intermittent fasting. And yeah, I mean, 1 grain of rice, I'll carry that for 3 weeks kind of thing. So, all good. So, just minimize the carbs, really. That's it. Awesome. I'm going to keep packing up, and I will see you guys in the next video.